Do you know that feeling when your foot is asleep? At first it's just sort of like a little knock knock, and then it gets pricklier, and then it gets to the point,
Please, don't ignore me anymore.
and you know you need to move.
Say something, woman.
Do the kind of kick it around. You know it's gonna hurt more. It's probably gonna get rid of it quicker. Or you can kind of just
Come on.
succumb, let it pass. Either way, you're feeling the discomfort and you know it has to come to an end. That foot is gonna wake up. I really feel like when I was at that point when I knew I wanted to change careers, it felt like my whole body was asleep. And over a period of months, it was sort of that prickly, starts really just as a nagging thing. And then it gets louder and louder until I couldn't ignore it anymore. And I had to do something, and I had to do something big. So that was the big moment for me to change careers. I, like many of you, I'm sure, thought I would be an ESL teacher probably for my whole life. I really loved it. I went to grad school to study it. I got a really great job at City College of San Francisco. I loved my students. I loved the work. I knew that it would be hard. I knew that I wouldn't make a lot of money doing it, but I still thought that that was my path. I had put so much time and energy into that path. And so when I started to get feelings of discomfort, that kind of prickliness, I really felt like it was a piece of my identity, but I realized it just wasn't for me anymore. For me, this realization happened when I was living in Madrid in Spain, which was my dream, really. I wanted to live in Spain and teach forever. I didn't want to come back. I had no plans on ever returning to the United States. And that's because I thought I wanted to continue to teach there. I can go really into a lot of detail about why that realization kind of washed over me in my experience living in Madrid. But what I want to focus on is that feeling, that gnawing feeling that you know it's time to make a change. Two really important pieces of media entered my life, really kicked my ass and got me excited for a career change. The first thing was listening to the audiobook You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. This book really changed my life. As I was listening to Jen Sincero's words rattle around in my brain over the course of a few months in the summer, where I wasn't working, where I was really living in fear, I let her words and her guidance really just like take root in my brain. It was living, it was growing, I was happy, I was watering all of her thoughts, because she really comes at big life changes and big career changes in a really manageable way, a really easy, funny, accessible way. The second thing was the Ariana Grande song, 7 Rings. In that song, she's basically just singing about how rich she is and how she gets to buy her friends all kinds of cool shit. I said, Ari, my God, are you living in my brain too? Because I feel like what you're saying for me is resonating a lot. Can we put it on repeat? Oh my God, thank you, Ari. Together, the Jen Sincero book and the Ariana Grande song really got me excited to do something different, to do something big. And that's, my friends, is where I decided to become not an instructional designer. No, I did not know what that was in 2018. I decided to become a user experience designer. What? Yes, I asked a lot of my friends who were in tech, hey, yo, what can I be good at in tech? Like, what can I do? What? They told me, check out user experience design. You might like it. It is interesting, and sometimes teachers are good at it. Basically, somebody just said something off the cuff about user experience design, and I said, yes, I'll take it. Yes, we're going there. My big plan was to become a user experience designer, and that was it. I was hooked. I started studying UX design. I was so excited to make this change because you have two choices. You can live in that prickly purgatory where it is really horrible and you're gonna let it wash over you and just hope for the best. That's kind of like living in fear. Or you can just start kicking around, make some moves, and get excited that a new stage is coming for you. Of course, I had fear. I was primarily motivated by fear at the beginning of my decision, which maybe it resonates with you. I like to give a lot of food for the fear. Don't feed your fear. Here, I'll put a little blurb up on the screen listing some of the fears, but I don't want to talk about it because I don't want for us to bond about fear. I want us to bond about getting excited about doing something new that you're going to be great at. What got me excited? I was ravenous for information. I wanted to consume everything. I went to the bookstores and I got books. No, there are no user experience books in Madrid in English that I could find. So I got graphic design books, any kind of design. I had this really big idea of embodying a designer. I saw myself as a designer. I said, you are a designer. You're going to be good at this. People were like, hey girl, that shit's gonna be kind of hard. And I said, thank you. Yeah, people think they're being helpful. It's so funny. They're like, you can't do that. I'm just trying to help. And you're like, bam, how is that helpful? I started really just getting excited and starting to dip my toe into this user experience world however I could. Turns out user experience was not my next step, but it was such a great time in my life where I got really excited about learning something new, and I swear to God, that shit helped me become an instructional designer. It just did. I'm so thankful for that experience. So what I'm really trying to say, if you are feeling uncomfortable, if you are feeling the discomfort, say thank you. The discomfort gets you to the next place you want to be. The discomfort is going to look really cute in the rearview mirror. Swear to God. Discomfort. Hola back there. How are you? That was cool. Thank you so much. In conclusion, in summary, discomfort is going to get you to the next stage. Thank that gnawing feeling that told you you need a change that's bigger, that allows you more freedom and peace, and whatever that may be. Maybe it is continuing teaching. Maybe it is changing careers and becoming candlestick maker with an Etsy shop. Maybe it's becoming an instructional designer, but whatever it is, that little feeling is a gift. And just say thank you. Tell it, no, you can't sit in the front seat anymore. Get back there. I already told you. Sit in the back.